Hi everyone, and welcome to our latest kitchen talk. Today, joining here at the table are Bart and Laura. Laura, one of our superstars in Team Talent, and Bart, one of our In the Pocket team leads. Welcome. Yes. You're both experts in one way or another on today's topic, and that's hiring for growth. So that's why I offered you a little healthy dose of vitamins.
Okay.
Because you can't talk about growth without eating your vitamins, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So, Laura, let's get started. Hiring for growth, of course, it starts with attracting new talent.
Yes.
One of the questions that we get a lot is, how does our hiring process look like exactly?
Our recruitment process actually consists of 3 steps. It's mostly a combination of different talks and a case. But I think the most important thing to know about our process is that it's really a team effort. The process is designed in such a way that candidates really are able to meet a lot of different people within the organization, from different roles, within different levels of the organization. Because next to getting to know the candidates, we also think it's really important that the candidate himself or herself can really make a considered decision whether In the Pocket
see if it's a fit
for them as
it's
well.
not only the company, it's both the person and the company should connect.
So during these talks, the team will share their knowledge, their insights, what it's like to work at In the Pocket, but also just talk about their passion and see whether there's a match there between the candidates and In the Pocket. So it's really a two-way street.
Perhaps you're surprised too, Bart, or I don't
No,
know.
it's
You know the process.
It's what I know. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's get to you. We know that hiring is one thing, but it's also another thing to keep the people happy that are in our team, but also giving them the chance to develop themselves or develop their careers. I think you're kind of a living testimony to that.
Indeed, that's one of my, let's call it, main jobs. If you actually look at that, developing your career, it's sometimes rephrased to that question, where do you want to be in 5 years? Actually, we also know it's a bit of a silly question, because it's very hard to answer what will happen in 5 years, where will you be in 5 years? And for me as a team lead, it's my job to help you take some steps in it. So for example, what we do, or for what one of the major roles, and that's also why I became a team lead at In the Pocket, is we look at these questions together. So I have actually talks one-on-ones with people in the teams. Actually, most of the time it's about 3 things. It's like, are you having fun at this moment? Are you contributing to the team? Are you feeling at home? That's very important. Are you actually doing the stuff like Laura just told that was promised to you, let's put it that way, within when you did your interviews? Is it going as you were expecting? We also look at that broader, let's say, 5-year question, but we actually frame it within our career development framework, something we developed, and actually we look into like, what do we expect in a certain role from you? But also, what could be a path that you go towards? Is it more leadership? Is it more mastery skills that you want to develop? And very important, we look together like, what are the first major steps you can take? If you said from the beginning, I want to be a better front-end developer, yeah, okay, but what's the first next step that you can take in that step? So that's very important for me, and that's what we look into.
Do you look at personal skills or professional skills?
It's both. It's both, and it's actually, so we have developed a framework where you can like see what is important for us also, but also for you in your career development. And the third part in that, let's say, main discussion we have every month or even a shorter time period is also the feedback part, because we also think that taking those steps is nice, but you need to have some feedback on how it's going. And we also know that it's very hard to give that feedback, but for In the Pocket, it's very important that you not only get it, but you can also learn to give it to other people. And so we also look at everybody here to be able to give some feedback to your peers, at least.
Recurring feedback system.
Indeed. So that's a bit my role, but I think it's also important to emphasize that you're in the driving seat. It's not us. We're here. It's also Laura's job. It's my job as a team lead to make sure that you can take certain steps, but you have to want to take the steps. That's very important.
We all know we're amidst a raging war of talent. We've seen it pass by thousands of times. But I'm a bit curious, where does ITP take a stance in that war of talent? What's the one thing that makes us, let's say, a bit of unique or that attracts new young talent?
I can answer that question because I also joined In The Pocket 2.5 years ago. I could say that I had a pretty stable career. I was going up, like they called the.
You didn't have any nervous breakdowns?
No. It was going like you would imagine it going, and I was looking for a company where I could find people that are very passionate about what they're doing. That was very important for me. For the biggest reason was because those people are most of the time very eager to share what they've learned, and for me it's still also, even after 10 years of working, very important to learn new things. The second thing what I was also there for looking for was a place or a company that emphasized a lot on that sharing, because having a lot of knowledge in your company is one thing, but also sharing it is very important. And I think it's not a surprise that everybody knows that a lot of things are moving within IT, but I want to be at the front row, not at the back. And that were, let's say, the three major things I was looking for, and I found it in The Pocket.
Are you proud of Bart now?
Definitely.
Thank you.
I think in the short time that he's been here, he already realized a lot, both for the company, but also for a lot of individuals here.
You can start blushing.
I thought I was doing that already.
All right. Maybe to close things off, let's talk long term. If you had to name one thing we as a company should double down on for the coming 5 years to sustain our growth, both for us as a company, but also for the colleagues and the individuals that work here, what's the one thing?
I think the most important thing and the most important ambition that we have is being the best workplace for all those digital talents. So I think with every decision that we make in the coming years, we really have to measure it against that ambition and see if we're making the right call. I think it starts within our hiring, making sure that we hire the right people, don't make any compromises, make sure that anyone that joins the team is really that added value. But also when they've joined, make sure that In The Pocket stays that place where people can build a career, where they can work on things that matter, that they really have a pride in what they do, but also that we try to do anything that can help in their well-being. So I think maybe there a good example is our vision on the future workplace. We really try to make it a combination of people's own preferences. Do they love to come to the office? Do they prefer working at home? That they have that flexibility, and combine it with that with the benefits of physical collaboration. So people at In The Pocket now actually have the freedom to design their own workplace and work where and when they want to. Of course, in taking into consideration some responsibilities.
Of course,
and expectations combined to the role they have. But I think that's a really nice example of how we are looking to the future in the benefit for In The Pocket and the people who work here.
If I hear you guys talk, it looks like you're ready to reach in the war on talent for the next years.
We hope so.
So thank you very much for coming to the kitchen and explaining.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the
thank
fruit.
you.
You haven't touched it, but you can enjoy it now. And
It's hard to talk and eat.
I know, but it's a skill maybe you can work on.
Yeah.
It's maybe for your career development.
That's a
framework,
nice one, I think.
Working and
Yeah,
eating.
that's a nice
All right.
one.
Thank you so much. And
You're welcome.
Thank you.
for the people at home who are interested in what it's like to work at ITP, you can always browse to our website on the careers page. There's a link to Live at In The Pocket, so you can take a peek right over there. And that was it for today. Thank you so much, and see you
Thank
next
you.
time. Bye.
Bye.